What's up everybody, Phoenix here again with author Phoenix Gaming, and today we are going to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and some of the very interesting developments that have come up in recent days about just what this game is going to look like when it finally drops on us this November. Now, before I get into that, I should probably say right off the bat that Call of Duty has never been my particular franchise. I've always been partial to more Halo for my single-player campaigns, and then for multiplayer, as you can see, Battlefield 4 and the Battlefield franchise has been my game of choice for quite a few years now. Ever since Bad Company 2 dropped and I got my hands on that, that pulled me away from Halo's multiplayer, and I've never really looked back since. So I've never been sort of a die-hard Call of Duty fan, and I've felt one of the reasons for that is that I felt that after sort of Modern Warfare, the franchise really just sunk into stagnation and has never managed to pull itself out of that. And, you know, in Call of Duty's defense and in Activision's defense, they clearly hit upon a formula that worked, but apparently the sales haven't been up to snuff with what Activision wanted, and so now they're actually letting their developers take some more chances with the formula. And in my mind, that is only good news, especially considering the fact that the changes that I've been hearing about to Black Ops 3 have me not just interested, but almost a little bit excited for this game to finally come out. Now, I've always been more partial to the Black Ops series than the Modern Warfare series or sort of any of the Infinity Ward games. Like Ghosts, I thought was, like, I've always been able to play, like, at least the campaigns of Call of Duty, I've always been able to play them and finish them and enjoy them. I got like 10-20 minutes into Ghosts and just had to stop playing because it was just so boring, really. Like, it was boring. I wasn't interested at all in the story, and it was so generically, it felt like such a generic shooter to me. Even when Call of Duty is concerned, that I had to turn it off and put it down and send it back to GameFly because it just wasn't at all an appealing game for me. But the Black Ops series I've always been much more interested in. I've always enjoyed them and their stories a lot more, especially the original Black Ops. But that said, it was still kind of starting to suffer from the typical Call of Duty stagnation. And so when I found out that they were building the campaign from the ground up in Black Ops 3 to support 4-player co-op, complete with your own customizable player character, that was enough to definitely get my eyebrows raised and say, what do you guys got going on here? I might actually kind of want to get in on this. And so that's point number one. Change number one that got me interested. Change number two was that to accommodate 4-player co-op, they're totally overhauling the AI system for these games, which, again, is a change that I think Call of Duty desperately needs as a franchise to become, you know, fresh and exciting once again to everybody who's not already a die-hard Call of Duty fanboy. And so that's the changes they're just making to campaign. But today, on Games Radar, I got word of the changes they're making to multiplayer, and boy, do they look incredible. First and foremost, they actually seem to be switching over to more of a class-based system than the standard nameless, faceless super soldier not super soldier, I guess, but that's kind of what it feels like when you play it, but sort of the nameless, faceless soldier that you always play as in multiplayer. Instead, the different characters and the different sort of classes you can choose in Black Ops 3 are going to be a total of 9 different characters that all have different looks, different abilities, and maybe even different weapons from the sound of the article. I'll link to both of them in the description below. But to me, like, that's I don't generally throw around the phrase game changer because I feel like it's a bit of a cliche, but to go from what Black Ops 2 was to this character class-based system for Black Ops 3, that's a game changer. Like, that is radically different from what any of the previous Call of Duties have done with their multiplayer, and that alone was enough to get my attention and say, this might be the first Call of Duty in a very long time that, at least for me, has a multiplayer component that's actually worth checking out. But then the second thing I heard that only reinforces that opinion is that they are totally revamping the perk system and how perks work in Black Ops 3, which, I mean, that's probably the thing that has sort of killed Call of Duty for me the most, or has contributed most to my disinterest in the multiplayer, is how perk heavy it was, and how you always seem to have like just these specific perks to stand a chance of being competitive in the multiplayer. And apparently the design director of Black Ops 3 agrees with me. David Vonderhaar apparently had a discussion with someone on Twitter about how he feels that perks aren't really perks anymore, and that there is some change that's very much needed for that system. Someone tweets at him saying, you know, at David Vonderhaar, can you please add toughness? I cannot play without it. And David Vonderhaar comes back saying, that's actually my point. If you can't play without it, then it doesn't sound like a perk to me anymore. And he sends a second tweet saying, a perk is a reserved parking spot or free use of the gym. If you must have something in every situation, not a perk. So that makes me very excited to see what ultimately comes out of the perk system in Black Ops 3. And again, the multiplayer as a whole, between this and the character/class-based system that they're including, I think Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I almost said Call of Duty 3, I think Black Ops 3 could really be a game changer for this franchise. A game changer in the way that they apparently wanted Advanced Warfare to be, and that I haven't played it, so I can't say, but from what I've been hearing about Advanced Warfare, it wasn't the game changer Activision was hoping it would be. So it's looking like Treyarch might actually be the developer to deliver that level of innovation to the franchise. And wow, there's a word I never thought I'd say with relation to Call of Duty. Call of Duty and innovation are not two things that I would have put together in the same sentence before this. But as always, links to these articles in the description below so you guys can read them for yourselves. And, you know, feel free to be sure to come back and comment and tell me what you guys think about all this. I'd especially love to know what the Call of Duty diehards out there think of this, because I have a feeling that what's going to get me interested in the franchise again actually might wind up turning off a lot of the diehards. So we'll see how that plays out when the game actually releases. And yeah, that's all I got for this video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you like and subscribe, and please comment down below with what you think of these changes that Black Ops 3 is making to the Call of Duty multiplayer. So that is it for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.